Okay, so what I'm going to do is show you how to enter your ketone and glucose tests, and then look at charts and graphs to see to look at the information in a multiple kind of views, like bar charts, line charts, by fast. Uh, anyway, so the first thing you want to do is you want to hit the autophagy app on mywaterfast.com. So we want to log in, otherwise we won't be able to access anything. Submit that. Now the access is granted. So let's see here. You can see it says access is granted. So now I'm going to go to add. Of course, I can look at all of my entries here that I've put in since May 21st, I think. Yeah, May 21st was the first one. And okay. So if I want to add one, I can add any of these entries that you've just seen in this table and this table here. You select a date, and if you click on today, then it puts in today's date with today's time, and you can put in, within fast or whatever. Put in your glucose, whatever it is, 0.2 or hopefully far above that, and submit it. When you submit it, you come back to here, and then you can look and see that it's here on as a new entry. I put in 92 and 0.2. Very little autophagy if you're down to 0.2, but if you get up higher, which there's not very much here, 0.7, you start getting weight loss and maintenance of your weight. If you get this up to about 2 or 3, then you start working on all the different levels. Now, I didn't want to enter this, it was just for a demo, so I click on that, delete it, and when I go back in, it's gone. So, all right, the next thing, this shows how to enter an entry, a glucose and ketone entry that you get from your monitor or your, wee tests. wee tests. So, okay, now I've created these charts and totals here so that you can look at the information that you've put in different ways. For instance, if I want a bar chart and I want to show by GKI, if I submit that, then I get this, all the fasts that I've taken. I've got 19 fasts right now. Whoops. What did I do? Oh, I clicked above that. That's funny. Didn't know it could do that. Anyway, so as you see, 26 hours, I went way above 16 on the GKI test. The GKI is a method by which the scientists found when you take your glucose and your ketones, it's glucose ketones index, GKI, it tells you at what level and what things are being fixed inside your body. For instance, if you get below 1 or 1.5, then you're removing cancer tumors and cysts throughout your system. And I did hit that. I did a on the August 9th, I did a 95-hour fast, and it dropped down to 0.903. And that's probably what really helped in getting rid of my cysts and my retina, because I was going to go blind. But not anymore, I don't think, because the cysts are almost basically gone, and you can see that. But anyway, my latest fast was 48 hours, and I dropped down to 2.1, which you could say might get rid of some cysts, but mainly get rid of a lot of neurological plaques in my brain. So it's nice to be able to look at all of these and be able to see all that information. Now, Dr. Boz has a different scale, and so you can set that, and this is on the Boz scale, and you can see my 95-hour one drop below 16, and she shows if you drop below 20, I think, on her level, it has the same effect as dropping below 1.5. I'm not sure, but something like that. Anyway, these are all my fasts, and it shows the lowest level that I've reached depending on the level of fast. And you can see that just generally I'm dropping lower, but actually fasting less, a less amount of time. So your ketones get used to it. Your body gets better and better at converting into ketone energy and lowering your glucose. So okay, all right, the next one, let's see, if you want to look at all your singular fasts or singular tests, you can see how it starts out in the first of the fast and then drops down. And at each fast it starts out high and then drops down. You can see how fast it drops. And this is the Boz level. And let's see if you can see this by GKI on singular tests, you know, where you test your ketone and glucose off of your monitor, or your strips when you do your pee-pee, your urine tests. And you can see at every fast how it goes up and then drops, up and drops. So, you know, when you're at it for a long period of time, you can see that it drops really low. Anyway, let's see here. What else do I want to show you? Yeah, I also added this. I wanted to show the times between fasts, just to see how long I'm waiting before I start the next fast. And you can see over here on the 5th of May, on the May 26th, I did a 95-hour fast, which is quite a bit, but you can see it only, you know, I had went 95 hours. I don't know, but anyway, this shows the distance between each fast. And I did 113 hours on this last one, but I have like done fasts, waited 94 hours between starting a new fast, 93, 94, and 113, which is, you know, not bad. So that way I could tell, you know, how much I'm fasting, not just kind of general since a certain amount of time. Anyway, so but you can select dates here. So if you want to look at particular dates. Now, if you click on line chart, I'm going to go for GKI here. Line chart, GKI, and show by fasts. And if you submit that, then you get a line chart. And a lot of people like line charts. That's just fine. And if you show that on singular, you can go ahead and, you know, just put your mouse over a particular spot, and you'll see at what level your glucose and ketones were, your GKI level was. GKI is the most important part to me. If your GKI isn't below a certain amount, and if you don't have enough ketones, your GKI level will be really high. So if you're on a keto fast, that way you can look and see how low you are, and if you're keeping to your ketone fast. And I haven't entered a lot of the keto stuff, but I will. So let's see, is there anything else? Well, yeah, I guess I could look at pie charts, but a pie chart really doesn't say very much. It's pretty though, you know. Okay, so next, what was it I wanted to show? Charts and totals. Most of the stuff, like if you go for an app description, this stuff right here is from my desktop application, and I have to redo all of this because now I'm on the internet rather than desktop, but I wanted to kind of give an idea of the description of what an autophagic fast is. So I also want to show you, since I'm here, I think I put it in my journey. I describe my journey and everything that I've gone through, and at the end down here I show these were the cysts that I had. This is my right eye and this is my left eye, and you can see this is scar tissue, and I still see people kind of all distorted with my left eye. My right eye seems okay though, no longer distorted. Anyway, this is two different views here of my left eye, two different views of my right eye, and you can see quite a big opening here, and this is my retina at the top. So here is this was my September, and after 17 fasts, believe it or not, wow, look at this, they're gone. They're gone. Let me see if I can make this smaller. You can see my left eye still has a little bit right here, and the scar tissue is here. Now, I'm hoping that when I drop down into autophagy below 1, it'll be able to eat this scar tissue, but I don't know. My doctor says this doesn't go away, but then they said I would eventually go blind. But as you can see right here, autophagy works, and it got rid of the cysts, and here the cyst isn't completely gone, but I'll tell you what, it's pretty close. So now nutrients can be delivered to my retina, while when there's a big hole, there's a problem with nutrients getting to the retina, and it finally dies. But here you can see I still have this, and hopefully this is gone. If not, I'm going to have to drop down below 1 anyway. So I wanted to show that, and that is it. How autophagy can actually get rid of problems with wet macular degeneration.